The Las Vegas Grand Prix is upon us, but will it be good? Well, for starters, remember those cringy as hell and kinda stupid driver intros from Miami that I don't think anyone really liked, and the drivers probably just found a bit pointless and annoying, and genuinely looked like they did not give a toss about? Well, yeah, apparently they're coming back, and given it's Vegas, I'm willing to bet it'll be even more cringy. So, we're off to a great start here. Couple things first, a big point of this race weekend will be the weather. More specifically, the temperature, which apparently the F1 higher-ups did not take the weather/temperature into consideration when planning this event, which, I'm sorry, how do you plan a new Grand Prix and then not take the weather at that place at that time of year you're wanting to hold the race at into consideration when planning it? But it's gonna be a bit cold, is my point. By F1 standards anyway. I saw rumours that the temperature could be into the single digits, but the forecast I'm seeing is all saying kind of around 11 or 12 degrees or so. Track temperature I'm not so sure about. Frankly, I wouldn't call 11 or 12 degrees exactly cold, but take in mind, I am from a place where that's considered summer. But if you struggle to get your tires up to temperature at the best of times, you're in for a rough weekend. Though frankly, I think everybody's gonna struggle with the tires and the temperatures of everything this weekend, because if you look at the track, there isn't really many corners for warming your tires in. It's mostly straights, which means they're gonna be weaving like mad to try and attempt to get some tire temps. But even still, there's probably not gonna be much grip, and not much grip means locking up and sliding around. And on street tracks, which, let's put it this way, street tracks ain't exactly Paul Ricard when it comes to runoff. That's a recipe for carnage. There's also this. Now this image, F1 Las Vegas Twitter page posted last week, and it looked cool, but, and this is something I've seen other people point out, and I'm gonna point it out here as well. Take a look at turn 1 and the pit exit. That is asking for trouble. You're gonna have to be so careful coming out of the pit lane, because I can't help but feel like this could be a bit of a crash risk if you're exiting the pit lane when someone's coming around turn 1 at speed if you're not careful. But all that aside, let's look at the track, shall we? Let's go for a lap of the circuit on F1 23. Yes, before you say it, I know my driving is crap. I didn't say it would be a good or particularly quick lap, I said it will be a lap. So here we go then for a lap around the Las Vegas street circuit. We're going to be coming around the final kink just about now to cross the line and start the lap. That's more of a kink than a corner. In towards turn 1, we're a little bit wide from the apex of the corner, but we're still fine as we're exiting a little bit of twitchy there as we make our way around turn 3 and turn 4. Now we've reached the first DRS zone of the track and the first big long straight after the main straight as we make the run down towards turn number 5 that we're approaching now into the corner down to third gear as we turn in. That big sphere is just there on the left of the corner, now approaching a braking zone that I think is a bit like turn 10 in Bahrain. You're kind of turning as you're braking. And now that bit of a tricky chicane, bit of a clunky section, this turns 7, 8 and 9. It can be important to try and get a decent exit out of here because it's a bit of a full throttle run from here down to the next meaningful corner, which is the corner that brings you onto the strip. A little bit wide there through these kinks. And let me tell you, this right here is not how you want to go through this corner. A little bit messy through the corner, but it's okay. You want to get a good exit out of that corner because now we're on to the Las Vegas Strip. The world famous strip DRS is going to be open for us. The Caesars Palace Hotel is somewhere there on the right. That's where Formula 1 last raced at in Las Vegas. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people don't want to remember that races because it was a bit of a shit show. But now into the final meaningful braking zone, down to third gear, turning in through a bit of a chicane here. And then on the exit, on the power, close to the wall, and then from here it's just a simple full throttle blast. Back around the final kink corner. It's more of a kink than a corner, as I said, and it's across the line for a 1 minute 33, and that is a lap of the Las Vegas street circuit. There's a lot of straights on this track. It kind of reminds me of Monza, actually, just in street track format, and it looks like an upside down pig and not a sock. But there's gonna be some good overtaking chances, I'd say, down into turns 1, 5, and of course 14 at the end of the strip. Okay, frankly, if you've got no DRS heading down the strip and the car behind you has DRS, it's gonna be a drive-by, unless the car in front is Alex Albon, maybe. That Williams could be quick this weekend. There is one risk, though, I think, when it comes to having so many straights and two of them having DRS, and that's the risk of a DRS train forming and just no one being able to overtake because everybody has DRS. We've seen that time and again at tracks that have a lot of straights and DRS, and especially if, as I said, there's a Williams at the head of that train, they're very slippery in a straight line. In terms of who may fare well this weekend and who may not, well, Mercedes fans, taking into account fact what we saw for the W14 in a straight line in Brazil, I really feel for you guys. It might be a painful weekend for you lot. But don't worry, I'm a Leclerc fan, and Kane in his luck, something will go wrong, so I might join you on that painful weekend train depending on how things go. But with that being said, Ferrari might actually have a decent chance this weekend of having a good weekend. Going off of the fact that they were pretty decent in Monza, which, like Vegas, is mostly straights. And well, yes, as I said, everyone will struggle with tyre temps. Ferrari has been quite good at turning their tyres on, so that might aid them. So they might not struggle quite so much. Tyre wear may also not be as bad as it tends to be, because, you know, Ferrari are normally quite harsh on their tyres, and the track temperature will not be high, so I'm sure that'll help with tyre wear. But God knows, I might be speaking complete bullshit here. And as I just said as well, I think Williams are going to be really strong this weekend. They're very slippery in a straight line, and I think they've been looking forward to this race pretty much since Monza, and they could really be on for a great result this weekend. In fact, I'm going to call it now. Alex Albon will finish in the top 5 this weekend. And then, you know, Red Bull I would expect to be very strong, because they always are. But overall, will this race be good? Well, I feel like it's gonna go one of 3 ways. Cringy and boring, cringy and decent, or cringy and carnage. Either way, it's gonna be cringy and flashy, and we all came that. There's a wedding chapel in the paddock, for God's sake. On a side note, would any of you guys, when/if you get married someday, go and do it at the Las Vegas Grand Prix? This race has potential in both directions. It could be good, it could be crap. A bit like Baku, to be honest. A track where we either get carnage and an exciting race, or it's just dull as hell. It could be really good. Could also be pretty dull. However, taking into account the weather conditions and temperature the team will have to face and deal with those cooler conditions and probably not much grip, we could end up in a kind of a Monza meets Baku meets Eiffel 2020 meets Turkey 2020 kind of situation. And you know what? That combo, it does, if you ask me, have some good potential, so I'm all here for it. But I'm gonna predict carnage for this race, so I think yes, it will be good. A small side note to end off, the growth on the channel the past few days has been freaking insane. I have been absolutely blown away, so thank you all so much. Welcome to all the new people here. We're over 600 subscribers now, and my goal for the end of the year was 500, and we've absolutely smashed that. So onwards and upwards, we're over halfway on the road to 1K. Let's go. Also, I cannot be the only one who finds it a little bit funny that it was a video about bracket records that led to records being broken on this channel. You know, like missed views in a day, missed subscribers gained in a day, missed viewed video, most liked video, etc, etc. All of this thanks to you guys, and achieved thanks to you guys, of course, deciding to watch the video and deciding to subscribe to the channel. Oh, and on that video, thank you to everyone who was pointing out records I missed in the comments. I'm going to address those during my 2023 season review video that will be coming out after the final race of the season. I'm aiming to publish that video on Friday the 1st of December, by the way. But anyway, what do you think the Las Vegas Grand Prix will be like? Do you think it'll be good, or do you think it'll be bad? I mean, it's going to be cringy and flashy, we all know that much, but will it be good or bad? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.